Hello, welcome to this video. Let's see how to start quickly and easily with Microsoft Excel 2016. Leave us comments to improve our next guides in the future. Excel 2016 is a software used to collect, calculate, save data and represent it properly through tables, charts and graphs. This is quite great if you need to manage and collect data. Let's see everything you need to know to start using Excel. When you open Excel, you need to start a new Excel file, also called workbook. Here you can choose different templates, each focused on different purposes. Just choose the one you like. If you need to start from zero, just click on blank workbook. This appears like a huge endless table with rows indicated by numbers and columns indicated through letters. Letters and numbers locate each single cell. You can check the selected cell through the small box on the extreme left. Each of these cells can contain either numeric values or strings in letters. Just double-click on a cell and type inside for its content. If you need to collect a great amount of data, you may need to use the Excel workbook to create databases. Pick the columns and the rows you prefer and start collecting data. Type inside the cells to write titles to columns and rows, and type the numeric values inside the respective cells. In case the cell size is not enough, it may go over other cells nearby. In this case, simply enlarge its column by clicking and dragging it externally. Observe the default alignment inside the cell. If the content is collapsed on the right, Excel recognizes it as a numeric value. If it is on the left, it is recognized as a string, so something that must be read and not something to calculate with. To edit a cell, just double-click on it and type again. On top, in the Home section, adjust the font type, style, font and color. This will affect the whole cell content, either as string or numeric value. While you manage your database, you will often move data from one place to another. To cut or copy data, just select the cell interested, right-click and go to Cut or Copy. Such cell will have a dashed contour as a reminder. To paste data, just select another cell, right-click and go to Paste. You can cut, copy and paste more cells at the same time. Just click and drag to select all the ones you need. Mind that when you paste, all data will be pasted starting from the white cell. To cut, copy and paste whole rows or columns, just select those by clicking on their numbers or letters. In this case, your pointer becomes a black arrow. In case you want to remove data, right-click on selected cells or rows, columns and go to Delete. If you ever mistake while working, use Ctrl and Z to undo. When you select one or more cells, you can notice a small black node in a corner. If you drag it, you will copy data on other cells following the same array, increasing the number. If you drag against your selection, you will delete data instead. In case you need to adjust advanced properties and settings related to cells and their content, just right-click on the selected cells and go to Format Cells. One of the most powerful tools inside Excel is the possibility to make fast calculations with your data by using formulas or functions. For example, let's suppose to sum the content of two values inside cells. If you type inside one cell the equals sign and then you select a cell, this will appear with its name and color inside the cell selected. Then, to sum, simply type the plus sign and select the second cell to add its value. If you press Enter key, the result will show up in the cell. You can make longer sums by adding new cells with more plus signs. You can also subtract by using the minus sign, multiply using the asterisk, and divide by using the slash symbol. Mind to use just cells with numeric content, otherwise the calculation is not done, of course. The main cell will also save its function and will refresh live the result whenever any cell taken in the formula has its value changed. You can check the function applied anytime by checking the function bar on top. You can also use this one to type and apply your formulas. There are lots of advanced functions available in Excel. If you type a letter, you can use your up and down arrow keys to browse through the different functions available. Hover on these to have hints about them. To select a function, just double-click on it. Excel will suggest you how to compose and complete the function with its punctuation and its arguments, represented in bold. As arguments, you can select single cells, multiple cells, or a full array of a row or column. Arrays are always indicated by a double dot symbol. Use Enter key to complete and calculate the result of the function. You can also compose functions by going to Formulas above, choosing the kind and then its arguments. In case you need, you can also add comments to data. Just right-click on a cell and go to Insert Comment. A cell corner will be colored in red, showing the comment when you hover on it. You can also insert pictures and shapes going to Insert section on top. It's very important to import data inside Excel. You can do this in different ways. Just go to Data on top. You can import from Microsoft Access or directly from the web. If data comes from non-Office softwares, you can import from standard text files, like .txt or CSV. Just browse for the interested file and go to Import. The new dialog box guides you at importing the file correctly. Just check the preview below and carefully tune the settings. When you are done, go to Finish. Data will be imported starting from the selected cell you have. Excel is also able to make tables and charts very useful to show off data. If you select a complete set of cells, the Quick Analysis icon appears in the bottom right corner. With this, you can do many different things with just one click. Inside Formatting and Spark Lines, you can add graph representations to give a quick impression on the data distribution. Hover on the options to check a very good preview on your cells. Under Totals, Excel creates a table that ends with a last row used for simple basic calculations. Under Tables, you can create fast tables starting from your selected cells. Double-click on cells to adjust titles and values. And, through Design section on top, adjust the table properties like color, background, and style. You can also expand the table on other cells. Just click and drag from the bottom right corner. To remove, remember to select, right-click and go to Delete. An advanced table is the pivot table. Check it out when you get practice. With Excel, you can also create charts to make graphic representations of your data. You can do this through Quick Analysis, under Charts, or under Insert section in Charts. If you go to See All Charts, under All Charts, choose your favorite template on the left. This chart can be edited completely. You can move it in your workbook or any of its parts inside simply by clicking and dragging. If you double-click on the chart, a dialog box opens on the right in order to edit any property, such as chart style and colors, filling, contour and size. On top, under Design, you can change the basic chart template and the basic layout. And under Format, you can change the text style and add shapes to make the chart more comprehensible. Each chart is composed by pieces of text and images called elements that you can move and scale as you like. Select one and edit its properties on the right or on top. To edit cell values and titles, you need to edit the original cells instead. The chart will refresh automatically. On the right, you have other important options. With chart elements, you can show or hide text elements, chart styles to change the template, and chart filter to show or hide chart elements you like. When finishing your work, save and export it. Just go to File and then to Save As, and save it as .xslx if you want to open and edit it later. If you want to export your data instead, you have different possible ways. If you want to show its tables and graphs in order to print your work, you have to save it as .pdf. Go to File and then to Export, and choose Create PDF. If you need to export your database instead, you need to choose text formats like .txt or .csv. In File and in Export, go to Change File Type and choose any text format under Other file types. Then go to Save As. Mind that these kinds of files do not save charts or other graphic options, but just strings, numeric values and cells placement. Thanks for watching this video. Check out our channel for more videos for Microsoft Office 2016.